I just don't like... Okay. Okay. I'm recording. Hello everyone and welcome back. Man, it feels nice to hit that record button again. So I've been away for a bit, life is getting busy, but I am trying to balance everything out. New schedule at work, I've also decided to go back to university, so I got that going for me as well. So I just wanted to thank everyone for sticking around and thanks for the continued support. I've decided to build in the early Verdict video series to include recently released games because why not? Anyways, let's get on with it, shall we, and take a look at Diablo 4 again. Today we're going to be looking at Diablo 4. Now, since I already reviewed this game in a previous video, there's no need to go over the technicals. You can check out that video for a review if you like. This time I'm going to talk about it post-release, things I like and don't like, and my general impression of this new release, as well as some things I didn't cover in the early access review. Diablo 4 has been live since June 1st for people who pre-ordered and was officially launched June 5th for North America and June 6th for the rest of the world. Wow, where do I begin? Just wow. Playing Diablo 4 has been an absolute treat for me, and to say I'm having an awesome time playing is a gross understatement. I feel completely connected to Sanctuary while playing. I find it reminiscent of how Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 made me feel when I first started playing those. The world feels alive, the art direction really adds to the immersion, the music score is phenomenal, everything just works together well. Everywhere I've gone so far just feels alive. I've reached level 36 on my sorceress as well as made 2 rogues, and I am having a hard time knowing when to stop. D4 has me gripped. I find the story to be quite compelling and the cinematics are just as equally riveting. Watching these is like watching a movie. It's been a long time since I was this drawn into a game's cinematic scores. I wonder if we'll get a Diablo movie. The cinematics have that Hollywood production feel to them. It feels as though I should be sitting in the theater with a bag of popcorn in my hand, blindly shoving it into my mouth because I'm too invested with what's happening on the screen to fully pay attention to what I'm doing. Another thing that contributes to such a vibrant and live world is how you can run into other players in the wild. At first I wasn't sure how I'd like it, but just seeing actual players out and about gives this action RPG the MMO feel while staying an action RPG. You don't have to interact with the other players unless you choose to, which is nice. Many times while taking a break from questing, traveling to my next one, or whatever, I run into people and help them with a pile of monsters, or whatever the case may be. Or when things seem their darkest, and I am facing certain death, out of nowhere a heavenly body appears with a blinding flash of light and saves my life. It's usually someone with a weird name like Clam Smasher, but it's good to know nice people are out there. Words are rarely exchanged, and when the deed is done, we share emotes and we all go our separate ways. Speaking of other people, I enlisted the help of my kid to test out the multiplayer. Rather, he did a bunch of extra chores around the house and used that as leverage to sweet talk me into buying him a copy of Diablo 4. With his battle station right behind mine, it made for a classic multiplayer Diablo experience. The frantic, excited communication made the boss fights that much more intense. The multiplayer experience is seamless and is well integrated. It's quick and easy to invite someone to your party and get started destroying the hellspawn of Sanctuary. Each player has their own loot drop, so when your kid goes ham and becomes the loot fiend, you won't miss out on anything, which is helpful if your adventuring partner is a 9-year-old loot hog. Another neat little feature that I am really enjoying is these lookout spots scattered throughout Sanctuary. You can activate the spots on the ground and you are treated with a curated shot of the point of interest near you. I get a kick out of these and it really showcases the gorgeous art direction of the game. Okay, on to the bad. I don't have much to say here, but gotta add the bad with the good. So as far as how this launch was handled, it was nowhere near as bad as I expected. I did come up with a repetitive error 7 when trying to log in for the first hour or so. After trying a few more times and the internet tells me I basically have to wait it out, I decided to restart my computer. Now I don't know if there's any correlation, but once I restarted, fired up D4 and bam, I was in. So as far as I'm concerned, this launch was handled much better than the disastrous Diablo 3 launch. Once I was on, I experienced some connection issues. There was some rubber banding, but that was quite minimal. It still happens every now and then, but it's brief and it doesn't really affect gameplay at all. Oh, I gotta add in the obligatory fuck microtransactions, fuck the store, and fuck these lazy cosmetic items. Also, what is up with this horse's eye? It looks like it's running from the boogeyman or something. All that aside, in conclusion, I feel Blizzard has hit most of the marks here and has delivered a near-perfect home run with D4. The striking visuals, engaging storyline, crisp gameplay are all wrapped up and presented as a modern Diablo with a classic feel that is sure to keep me hooked for a long time to come, much like D1 and D2 did. So the early verdict is, for me, Diablo 4 is an absolute gem, and it has its hooks and knee deep right now. How long those hooks remain firmly embedded in my skull, time will tell, but for now I'm loving it. Well, that's it. As always, thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, you're a champ, and I love you very much. I hope to see you back for the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date with my little corner of YouTube. Maybe even leave a comment. So until the next one, enjoy life in Sanctuary. Take it easy, eh?